7. My name is Neharka Wale Bhatnagar and I'm with you with the area of ABFM. Okay, everyone, I hope you have been looking at our YouTube channel. You had been considering us in terms of your studies and you are all updated about us as well. Why am I asking this? Because have you reviewed our courses yet? Have you gone through the price drop? If you haven't, then this is the moment you should check it out because the point is there is a sale going on for these 5 days, which we call Sabse Saste Panch Din. For these 5 days, the prices are going to be minimum in terms of the working. I think in the history of I think the since I've joined Adda, I'd been connected with the JIB and CIB era. I had never seen such a big price drop. Now, what's the price drop? I'll be talking about it, but let me start with the session first and I'll show you our website and why am I saying this is the perfect opportunity. Buy as early as possible, utilize this opportunity because such opportunities doesn't come that way easily. Okay, everyone, if you're talking about organizing, but before I move towards organizing, I think I personally like the particular idea so much that I think I cannot resist telling you about it first. So I'll let you know about that particular thing first. As someone who has been into the studies for so long, so I strongly believe that whenever you get something that you want to study at a very good or value for money price na, that particular thing is something that makes me as a person happy here. I can buy this particular book at a very nominal price or I get that particular thing because I think studying has always been, I think in our country I cannot say that the books are very cheap or we can buy anything at a very low price. When it comes to the books that I have read, every book was very costly. I think when it comes to the studies and the courses that we are taking and all, it's always something which is a good amount of investment. So wherever we get an opportunity where we can buy these things at a nominal price na, or a price which is definitely less than the normal time, so that brings us a relief, psychological relief, because ultimately every penny that you are saving, you can spend it on your family, you can spend it for your savings, whatever we feel like. That's one particular thing that every Indian believes in, that if I can buy something at a price which is lower, then why not buy at that time, right? So let's talk about it. Let's go on to the area of JIB and CIB. Now in the area of JIB, CIB, let's check it out. Go on to the area of JIB and CIB, everyone. Now if I'm looking at the entire area of JIB and CIB, now what will happen? If I open up the JIB and CIB Mahapack, we are talking about the CIB area. Matlab for me, what is beneficial is either I take up the CIB Mahapack, or if you are looking forward towards bank promotion as well, the bank promotion Mahapack is also there. So चलिए let's talk about this area as well. Okay. Now let's look at our CIB Mahapack 2.0. What is CIB Mahapack 2.0? In this Mahapack, you get English medium, you get bilingual. Both the batches are available. Then live classes, the recorded batches, all available. Ebooks available. The batches which have already been conducted, that means the entire 2023 batches, which will be available to you. Along with this, you can also review the batches that would be coming up. If you buy this particular pack, what will happen? If I buy this particular pack, then the coolest thing that will happen is that if the price, say this particular batch is available for a validity of 12 months, 6 plus 6, you buy it for 6 months and you get for 12. So technically, if I buy, then the previous batches are all available. Every single batch. I am again repeating, every single batch. Numerical batch, MCQ batch, case study batch, revision batch, whatever batches we are coming up with. All the batches, anything related to the CIB, not only the syllabus batches, not only the electives, not only the ebooks, not only the test series, everything included in it. Matlab, if you buy this Mahapack, you don't have to pay even a single penny again. Revision batch included. If you are going through the conceptual classes batch included. Any class that is going on the Adda app or on the Adda website towards the area of CIB, nothing is basically restricted for you. When it is related to CIB, every single thing is opened up for you. So there is nothing more beneficial than buying the CIB Mahapack. Then we say it Mahapack 2.0 because in this Mahapack, not only these things are covered, but 10 plus hours of mini marathon, 5 plus hours of mega Maha marathon, along with that practice paper, doubt session, everything is included. And the point which I want to stress upon was you click on the area of buy now, everyone. In the system, you will get normally YE, if you use YE82, you will get a discount of 82%. Okay, but use the code Y541. As soon as you will use the code Y541, you will get the entire CIB for 12 months at a price of 5865.60. And now if you're using app, then it will go up to 85%. Matlab, the price drop is not only very big. If you look at this amount, that is 5865.60. Till date, I'd never seen such a big price drop ever when we come talk about the JIB CIB area. No? So then, if you're getting such a big discount, then kindly do not wait. Get it done. Buy this particular pack as early as possible because after this, there is nothing else in CIB that you need. Everything is included in it. Anything that you might find in CIB area, whatever we are coming up with, because we come up with a lot of things. So everything is available to you. But for that, what you need to do is you need to buy this particular batch within Mahapack by the time within the next 4 or 5 days. I think the particular sale is hardly for 5 days. It would end soon. So enroll yourself as early as possible. Utilize this opportunity and get your Mahapack now. Okay, so this was all about the Mahapack. Now, we were talking about the area of organizing now. So let's talk about the organizing as well. Now let's move on and talk about organizing. I'm sorry. Acha. We're talking about organizing. In terms of organizing, what do we have? What is the main purpose of organizing process and management? Why do we go through the organizing, everyone? Do we go through it because we are setting goals, we are delegating tasks, creating plans, or reviewing objectives? Basically, objective is the shadow of planning. You plan something and then you're like, what do we need for the plan? Then organizing will come up and say, मैं बताता हूँ. I'll tell you what to particularly gather and collect when it comes to the entire area, and then he will it will guide us कि क्या क्या चाहिए, whatever we need, and how we are going to do the particular thing, how many people are required, what kind of skill set is required, because in staffing we'll put people to work, but we just want to create a position कि this is the position of VP, this is the position of the CO, this is the position of CEO, all those people, CFO, all these people would be defined according to this, है ना? So we are basically doing what? We are delegating the tasks. Who will do what? We have to define this particular thing in a very clear manner, right? Okay. Then what is an organization in context of organizing process? It is a set of plans, then it integrated pieces working together, then decision making framework or dedicated tasks. I think we'll still go with the same thing. This is not a set of plans. You define your plans when you are doing the objective portion. Setting up the objective was the point where we talked about organizing. Now, when we talk about this is integrating the pieces of working together. I know that there are certain things that I'll be doing, certain things that other person are supposed to do, because uh, you just can't do everything. You need people to do the work for you, don't you? So when you need so many people, you need so many things to be gathered up. So it's very important that we have integrated pieces of working together. All the people are working together and developing further there. Now, what is the first stage in the process of organizing? What is the first stage, everyone? First is determining work activities, reviewing plans and objectives, delegating tasks, categorizing, and grouping activities. First of all, you actually go through the plan. Till the time you don't go through the plan, how will you set up the things? If you don't know what is the particular vision, mission, the entire short term, long term objectives of the organization, what are we trying to achieve? Plans basically define the objectives and then further how to achieve it. So strategies, methods, everything is defined when we are doing the planning part. Matlab, we are putting so much of effort. We're doing a mental exercise, don't we? So when we are going through all of these things, what is the first stage in the planning process, in the process of organizing? That is reviewing the plans. Till the time I don't review the plan, how will I start my execution? to start my execution, I have to review a specific plan. Once I'm sorted with the plan, then things are basically uh, in a relaxed mode. Acha, how can a manager categorize and group essential work activities in the organizing process? Functional, geographic, product or customer, alphabetical order, random selection, chronological order. Now, when we're talking about this area, how can a manager categorize? Acha, the point is manager has to do this because he's the only one who has seen everything that is being done in the organization. Why? Because okay, let me give you an example. I'd seen a few people that they wanted, they had their own businesses. So what they wanted was their sons to be around their business, and they need to do everything. Matlab, they used to ask their sons to do everything in the office. And one day, one of the sons asked, Ki, ultimately, we are the owners of this particular area. Why do you make me go through these meager things? So his father said that if you want to rule the kingdom, you need to know what your kingdom is about. So basically, the point is that if you know what your job is, if you know what kind of business you are doing, how the people at the lower level are working, then you understand your business better. Because the one who would have started the business is basically having the ground reality. He would have seen how much of effort, how much of pain he would have gone through to rise this particular, to make sure that this particular business rises further. And the raising part was definitely very difficult for those people. So they would always want that if someone is taking up the business, they actually understand that part. So manager has to differentiate. And at the same time, if I talk about the working of an admin person is equal to the working of a skill set based person, that means a tech person, then that would be not be the same. Admin people have their own importance and tech people have their own. How can a manager categorize and group essential work activities in the organizing process? Functional geographical product, this is actually the one. What they do is, for example, Domino's would have done this. North India, South India, East India, West India, and Central India. So for that, what would they would have done? Would have got a geographical division. What they can also have is product division. Product division is basically Dove has done this. Dove has introduced moisturizing lotions, moisturizing creams. Then they have introduced shampoos. They have introduced conditioners, and boom, they came up with an entire other line. One was for adults, so the one was for babies, isn't it? So technically, can I say they have seen two kinds of areas? And if we talk about customers, Hindustan Unilever Limited has things for women, like Lakme is there for us, while for men they have Gillette, right? I think yeah, the Gillette is basically by HUL only. But let's talk about another thing as well. Na? If I talk about diapers, there are diapers for the kids, right? There are adult diapers. That means what we are looking forward to is the customers are varying. Their age group is basically varying. Then functional is basically sales, uh, sales department, production department, department. Procurement means the one that purchases the raw material. Then we have admin department, HR department, all those departments which are working for the organization, and they have a set of working and set of responsibilities to take care of. So then the answer is functional, geographic, product, or customer. है ना? Now, what is the significance of determining objectives in the process of organizing? It helps in designing organizational charts. It forms the basis for delegating authority. It establishes the hierarchy of relationships, or it provides a goal for the organization to achieve. What is the significance of determining objectives? Till the time we don't have objectives, what will we run for if we don't have an aim? Matlab, I think we were just talking about, I think you would have seen, I've recently covered a particular point in terms of Shapat, or what we call it the resolution. Every year, I think I've never tried it. Somehow, I think I never felt like doing it. But I've seen people doing that I have a New Year resolution, that within the next year, I'm going to do this. I've seen people having this particular feeling so strong that they decided in the next year, I'll shed off the excess weight that I've gained. And they actually did that. And that's an objective now. You are running towards an objective. If the company says everything is going fine, we'll just continue, then where is the zeal? What is the significance of determining objectives in the process of organizing? It helps in designing organizational charts. It forms the basis for delegating authority. It establishes the hierarchy of relationships, or it provides the goal for the organization to achieve. Uh, if I talk about determining the objectives in the process of organizing, it is basically a reporting relationship is formed. So technically, we're going to talk about it provides a goal for the organization to achieve. Basically, objective does the it is basically done by planning, and then uh, organizing will start collecting all the required essentials. कि ये भी चाहिए, वो भी चाहिए, whatever kind of people we need. What should be the organizational structure, right? So that is what the particular portion of organizing will define. And at the same time, acha, think about one more thing. Um, okay. During the war is going on. Then, if you don't define who's going to be the leader, the the battalion will fight in its own self. That is why they are all set. कि देखिए, there is a particular format. Then first of all, the senior most would be brigadier, then colonels, and then the colonels, and then brigadiers are there, and then ultimately there are so many other ranks. Now that means if the highest in the rank is still alive, then they are taking the core. They are taking the entire strategies of working and everything. That means other people doesn't have to intervene. So technically, in the war, even they have decided ki who will report to whom. It happens in the regular day as well. Now you come up with a particular opportunity, and you're like, ki nahi, nahi, I think let's wait for the war to come up, and then once someone else is winning, then we'll do something with it. That doesn't happen. You have to decide who's going to be the authority as early as possible, and reporting should be absolutely clear. Okay. Now comes the next point. What is the purpose of job description in organizing process? To determine objectives, to classify activities, to assign duties and responsibilities to employees, to design a hierarchy of relationships. What is the purpose of job description? Job description is what? Describing what to do, how to do, what kind of people we want, and what should be their overall working. Na? Matlab, obviously, if I'm going for the job, I need to know what is the profile of the job. Why am I doing that particular job? So we are basically doing it basically to assign duties and responsibilities to the employee. Job specification is like if I want to choose you, what is your job profile? Then sorry, job specification can be based upon your degree that you would have you got the skill set that is required for this particular job. That is something we'll be looking forward to assign the duties and then responsibilities. Then, what is the purpose of assigning activities and delegating authority? Why do we do it? To increase confusion, to limit employee capabilities, to enhance employee skills, or to ensure the completion of the specific responsibilities. Uh, देखिए, पता है this happens that there is one particular person is highly untrained. He had nothing in his experience, and all of a sudden he's given a lot of work. For the first 2 3 months, he's gonna cry. He's just gonna be panicked. He's gonna be delayed work. He's gonna face punctuality issues. He's gonna be stressed out so much that he'll be like, "What am I doing in this organization?" Then what will happen? After 3 4 months, once he learns the work, he'll be like, "Okay, I think I've made it." Then the control gets better. He gets it as a better person. Then he gets to know about how to work, and everything becomes more and more better in a way. So it ensures the completion of the specific responsibilities, because once he's doing the work, they are able to complete the responsibilities. But yes, with this, what happens is with great power comes great responsibility. Once you give, and actually, I would say in the corporate world, with great responsibilities, you get greater skills as well. Because once you are given a lot of work now, you tend to get the exposure of that particular thing. Sometimes you don't get even paid for that. But on a shorter note, this might hurt you, but in the longer run, you will never have a problem. That's the reality of this area. Acha, what does the work specialization in the organization refer to? Uniform distribution of tasks, breaking up tasks into distinct jobs, random allocation of resource responsibilities, or collective decision making approach. What does work specialization in organization refer to? Work specialization is basically I did some work for years. Obviously, I think let's talk about it. I am someone who studied in the area of commerce. Since plus one, I'd been into this particular field, starting from my master, from my bachelor's and master's, then another bachelor's, and the part of the training, the job, and everything was totally hardcore commerce based. So, what has happened? I've got a specialization in that particular area, and but I am not good in science. I'm not someone who is good in maths, right? Why? Because that doesn't remain my forte anymore. Though I might be still knowing all those things, but then the point is, I won't remember it the way I should be remembering, because my specialization made me repeat only a few things time and again. So in this case, can I say the point is going to be breaking up tasks into distinct jobs? What are we doing about this? Work specialization is, you know, the particular job. Uniform distribution of tasks is not the point. Random is also not the point. We are basically doing what? You can do that particular, I have done, okay, I have gone through the ABFM book already. So then whenever someone asks me, "Ma'am, from where I should study," there are two questions that I'll ask. Number one is, how much time do you have? Number two is, are you a theory person or a practical person? Then accordingly, I'll ask the further questions, right? So basically, what am I doing? I'm asking and disintegrating the entire problem into smaller bits. So in this case, what am I doing? I'm breaking up the tasks into distinct jobs. What is authority in the context of organizational management? Employee specialization, delegation of task, legitimate power to make decisions, or shared decision making. What is the authority in context of organizational management? In terms of organizational management, it is going to be legitimate use of the power, legitimate powers to make decisions. In this case, we're going to talk about legitimate means legal powers. The organization contract of employment has given you this kind of exposure that you can do this particular part. Okay. How is the chain of command related to the organization structure? Chain of command was what? Uh, chain of command or scalar chain looks like this. There is a particular person A. He takes care of a series of people B, C, D, E, and they have M, N, O, P. Now O and D are having a word with each other, right? Now when both of them need to talk to each other, normally D will tell C, C will tell B, B will tell A, M, N, and then comes to O. That's how the entire problem gets solved. But the problem is, now if I move on towards the area of working in such a way that what is happening in this area is that if they have to inform each other in an emergency, how will they do? Basically, D will make a gang plank. Gang plank means an emergency route where he is connecting to the peer. Peer means the person who's at the same level. So that's how these people will basically connect or communicate the vital information. Now, how is this related to the area of organization structure? It reduces the need for managerial position. It is unrelated to this. It connects individuals with the most senior positions in the organization, or it eliminates the need for authority. Basically, that doesn't do that. Chain of command is basically the increasing authority or decreasing authority. If you're going up, it is the authority increasing. If you're going down, the authority is decreasing. So in this case, it is basically, it connects the individuals with the most senior positions in the organization. A is at the center and he's taking care of all the people. So he is the center of the entire working, right? Okay, so let's end the session here. But before I end my session, let me show you anybody who didn't join in the beginning of the session. At this point of time, are सबसे सस्ते 5 दिन, यानी the biggest JIB CIB area sale is here. What you need to do is go into the area of JIB and CIB. Okay. Go on to the area of JIB and CIB. Okay. As soon as you'll open it up, you can see in the area of CIB June 2024, you will find a double validity on our Mahapack. That means the Mahapack is available at 84% discount if you use the code Y541. Matlab, all you need to do is click on buy now, use the code Y541 and apply it, and you will get it at 5865.60, the lowest price ever that I've seen in the last, I think, last 2 years. This is what I've seen, that CIB Mahapack 2.0 is currently available at the lowest price. So if you're looking forward to it, then hurry up. This particular opportunity will end up soon, so you should look forward to it as early as possible. And if you want to take up the Mahapack means you get 6 months validity extra. You pay for 6 and 6 is available again. So 5865.60 is available for 12 months. So 12 months, 5,000 something, brother, I would say 5865. Now, if you will look forward towards the app, then another 5%, another 1% discount, making it 85% overall. That would be available there. So if you're looking forward to it, then hurry up because this opportunity will last only for a few days. So it's better that if you're looking forward to it, then enroll yourself as early as possible, buy it at the lowest price, and then start with your classes right away because your preparation is going on. And at this point of time, it is very, very important that whatever we are studying in the uh, proper manner. And we, if you haven't started yet, then you should start right away because December is ending. Then in the month of January again, you have hardly a few months, I think, because the examination starts in June, but you have your hectic months as well due to the audit work functioning, and also you should enroll yourself as early as possible. Okay, so we'll be meeting tomorrow. Actually, now we'll be meeting on Monday in the morning session again. So thank you so much for being there, everyone. Bye bye.